We've got 3 fabulous lots today, and I'm going to be the one putting them under the hammer. So let us know how you get on.
Including the Chinese antique on the front cover of the catalogue and one of the last pieces of antique ivory ever to be sold in a British auction. I'm David Harper, that was David Elstob. Let's go and sell some proper antiques. What have we got?
Well, here we go, our first lot.
Okay, wow, Japanese.
Japanese,
yeah.
Ivory Okimono.
Okay, yes. Okimono, do we know what Okimono means?
It's a very generic term for anything decorative, really, that any item, decorative purposes, a vase, a figure.
Yes, it's a thing. It's a thing of beauty, a little...
So you could call this a figural Okimono, I
Yes, yes. Okay, so it's a geisha, I suppose.
Geisha girl and child. Child's holding a toy.
Yes.
Like a hobby horse,
yes,
almost.
Yes,
pretty
that.
one.
Yeah.
All carved out of one piece of ivory, which sometimes you get sectional ones that came from the Tokyo school, which are kind of lesser quality.
This is the better quality ivory when it's carved out of one section.
It's a nice quality carving. It's what we call Meiji Period, so 1860 to kind of 1920, that area.
Yes, bang on. And the Japanese were making some very high-end stuff from the Meiji Period, 1868 onwards.
Wonderful craftsmen. But unfortunately, we're selling this just in time. Because we've got the ivory ban comes into force on the 24th of February, we've just been told. Okay, so we're now in 2022, so this is the last auction you're ever going to sell ivory? It is. We'll still be able to sell certain pieces of ivory, silver teapots and things have a little bit of ivory on it, providing we register them. Right. Which there'll be a fee attached to that. Okay. But the likes of this we won't be able to sell. So
what is the estimate now?
We've put 100 to 150 on it. There
you go. Okay. And what are your thoughts? Bear in mind that whoever buys this will never be able to sell it again.
It's...
What's it going to make?
I think it might make 150.
Okay. Okay. Over to you. Would you buy something now knowing that in all likelihood you will never be able to sell it again? 1 to 150?
It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be very interesting indeed. So let us know how close you get to David's auction price. Good luck.
Lot 308, Japanese carved ivory Okimono, Meiji Period, lady with a child on the umbrella here. And I've got £200 bid with Jason on our website. £200 is bid. £200 bid for the Okimono, woman and child. Do I see 220 anywhere? Lovely thing. £200 bid on our website. It's £200 bid, do I see 220 anywhere? All done and finished then at £200. Now I can sell at 200, 220 just in time competing net bidders now. £220 bid on the Okimono. £220 bid, do I see 250 anywhere? £220 is bid, do I see 250 from anyone? All done and finished then at £220, selling at 220, 220.
Okay, that's about £265, including auctioneer's commission. Just on the subject of ivory very quickly, just a warning, if you have anything at home with even the tiniest element of ivory in it, like these little feet here, then it could well be illegal. You don't want to be breaking the law, you don't want to be going to prison. I'm serious here. So take a look at my video on ivory. Right, let's move on to lot number 2.
So we've left Japan, and now I want to show you what £200 or £300 will buy you in auction. And it'll buy you a lovely mid-18th century blue and white Delft dish. This is an English dish. The scene is commonly attributed to Bristol, which makes it quite unusual. The presence of the rabbit is a very nice feature. The bird, the scene's just a little bit different. And you never get a piece of Delft which is perfect. It's a worry if it is perfect. But the condition of this one is very good. We have a little bit of fritting around the edge, which you want to see really. Then we've got these typical underglazed blue splash decoration to the rear. It's in lovely condition, just a lovely dish. We've got 200 to 300 on it.
Delft doesn't half chip, doesn't it?
It does, but this is actually really good condition.
So it's funny, David, isn't it? Because in the world of pottery and porcelain, people say, oh, it's damaged, you don't want to be touching it. But with Delft, you can get away with a bit of chipping and damage.
It's such a soft body. It's a bit like Parian. You never find a piece of Parian which is excellent condition. You'll always find a hairline crack or a flea bite or a chip on a piece of Parian. You've got to expect it. And you know, this is over 250 years old.
It's a good-looking thing, lovely colour.
Let's be fair to it, shall we?
And called Delft, of course, after the Dutch province.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we started producing it in England, Bristol, Lambeth, places like that were producing it. And it's just a really nice, clean dish. And, you know, £200 to £300. 15, 20 years ago, I think it would have been worth double that.
Yeah, exactly. Now, English Delft is a little rarer than the Dutch Delft.
It is. We come across far more Dutch Delft, which is unusual because we're here in England. But we do come across a lot more of it, and quite a bit of later Delft as well, a lot of 19th century Dutch Delft. So to find an English dish of 1750 is quite nice.
Lovely. 200 to 300.
Yep.
Prediction?
I think we're spot on. Well, I think our estimate's spot on, but what do you think? Let us know in the comments below.
163 English blue and white Delft charger. It is Bristol, I think, mid-18th century. Nice with a rabbit on it. 200 and bid. And bid 200 for it. Let's not mess around. 200 bid. 250 on Easy Live. 250 bid. On Easy Live at 250. I'll take 280. At 250 bid. 250 bid then. So on Easy Live at 250 then. Fair warning. At 250. All done. 250 to 5 more.
Come over here. I've got the front cover lot here.
Whoa, how posh is that? Wowzer.
Isn't it
Okay.
nice?
You must rate this if it's on the front cover. That's always a good sign, by the way. If he really likes something, it goes on his front cover.
It's nice. I do
Okay,
like it.
Chinese?
Absolutely. So we've
Yep.
gone from Japan to Bristol, now back to China.
Okay.
Yeah, lovely thing. It's a brush pot.
Yes. Okay, so an artist's brush pot or maybe a calligrapher's
Yeah.
pot, something like that.
Of unusual design, you know, slightly asymmetrical shape.
Yes, yes.
Which is unusual. And there's beautiful reticulated panels to each side.
Now, hang on
Fabulous
a minute.
work.
It's actually porcelain. I thought that was Cinnabar Lacquer.
It's porcelain simulating Cinnabar Lacquer.
Okay.
Cinnabar typically found most commonly in red with kind of carved grounds, but this is moulded porcelain, designed to look like Cinnabar.
I've just got to touch that. I've
Lovely
just-
mark on the. Have a look at the mark. It's gorgeous.
That's a good mark.
It's a lovely mark.
Have you read the mark?
I have
And
18th century, but I think my feeling is that it's late 19th.
okay, so that is very normal for a Chinese piece to have an 18th century mark, but actually made in the 19th century. And it wasn't. They weren't trying to con anybody. It was a sign of reverence, wasn't it, to
absolutely.
long gone past potters. So with Chinese marks, the first thing you do when you see a Chinese mark and you can read it, David, what do you do? What's the first thing you do?
The last thing you do is look at the mark.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit like you look at a painting. You look at the brush strokes before you look at the signature.
Well, that's so true. So there's a top tip. The last thing you do is believe the Chinese mark initially.
Yes.
Yeah. The pot will tell you more.
I mean, it's just the painting is very good quality around the base,
Yeah.
and then these Rui heads are lovely as well. So it's got a sophistication about it, which makes me believe it's got a reasonable amount of age to it. And the form of it's very rare.
It's a good thing.
I just think
Estimate.
it's a good thing. I've put 1,000 to 1,500 on it.
1,000 to 1,500. You know how crazy some of these Chinese pieces
It looks wonderful.
can go. It doesn't half look good on there. Okay. It's one of those things. It's got to be worth a grand all day long. Is it worth 10? I mean, it's one of those objects, isn't it? It could fly.
It could happen with the Chinese market. I mean,
Right.
the buyers are more particular than they were,
Yeah.
but it's in good order. There's nothing really to put them off. It could fly.
All right. Okay. Oh, are you
I-
excited with this one?
I'm excited, but I think we're spot on with our estimate.
Oh, he always thinks he's spot on. Okay. What do you think? Take a guess
Let
now.
us know. Let
Yeah,
us know.
and then once you see David sell it in a moment or two, let us know. Be honest how close you got to the final hammer price. Good luck.
Good luck, everyone.
256, a Chinese reticulated porcelain brush pot. On the front cover, I'll catalogue this, a lovely pot. A lot of interest in this, as you'd expect. I'll start your way here at 700 bid. 700 bid the brush pot. 700, I'll take 750. At 700 bid, 750 I'll take. At 700 bid, 700, 750, 800, 800, 850, 850 bid, 850, 900, 900 bid. At 900 bid, you'll see 950. At 900 bid, 950 I'll take. At 900, 950. 1,000 bid. At 1,000 bid. At 1,000 bid the brush pot. At 1,000 bid, you'll see 1,100. At £1,000 bid, then at 1,000 to see 1,100 next. At 1,000 bid, then are we all done and finished? At £1,000, all done at 1,000, all done.
He was indeed spot on. So that's 1,200 or thereabouts, including commission. Thanks for watching. Cheerio for now.